It's bike check time. Let's check out the Skyway TA 26 BMX Cruiser. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel, and thanks for stopping by. Hey, today I thought we'd take a closer look at the Skyway TA 26 BMX Cruiser that Bernie and I built a while back. Haven't done a bike check in a while and thought maybe there are some people out there that haven't seen this bike and would like to know a little bit more about some of the parts on it. So let's get started. Let's start with the frame and fork. This combination was picked up from Billet BMX, and they were able to do this candy chrome powder coat on it, and it just looks fantastic. So this bike started off as just the frame and fork, and then I picked up all the different components to put it all together. The bottom bracket is from MCS, and while it is nice because it's red, that thing was a pain to put on. It was just ridiculously hard for some reason. If you're interested to see that video and what we went through to get that on there, I'll put a link in the corner so you can check that out. But that was really hard to put in for some reason. I then went with Redline flight cranks in this candy chrome red, also done by Billet BMX, and then went with the Night Bike Company chain ring. I believe that's a 36 tooth with their blue spider, which looks really awesome. Moving on to the pedals. Man, when I saw these pedals at Billet BMX, these are a special limited run from Bullseye. So Bullseye came out with a Skyway series, and you could kind of like, determine what colors you want. And so I was able to pick this set up in the blue and red. And what's really cool about it is that you kind of have the Skyway logo right there on the cage, as well as the platform. And then I was able to go ahead and use Evo alloy spacers to kind of give, that little extra touch on the cage, as well as the pins here on the pedal itself. All right, let's move on to the rims. These are from Pedal Power BMX. This is their whole shot. Kind of like a throwback to the old school whole shots that used to come on the Mongoose. I had this done in a blue and red combination, and those are the Technique Rocket Pod hubs in blue and red, as you can see. As far as the tires, these are Kenda's 1.75s with the gum walls. I had a set of black tires that looked okay, but had a lot of comments about how that would look better with some gum walls. I went ahead and found these Kendas, and I'm pretty happy with them. In the rear, I got the Billet BMX chain tensioners. I really like these chain tensioners from Billet BMX, just because the adjustment bolt is hidden on the inside. I don't know if you can kind of see it back there. I just think it looks much cleaner this way. And then I also have an Originate freewheel in the back, along with some Bullseye caliper brakes with the Evo alloy bolt. Again, to kind of just make it, to kind of give it just that extra touch. For the seat post clamp, I also went with a Night Bike Company seat post clamp with an Elf style seat post. Remember that laid back seat post from Elf? That's the same style. That was also from Billet BMX, also powder coated to match the frame and fork, which I thought was really nice. And then up front, I got a DK stem along with the Night Bike Company stem cap, a revolver headset, and then some S&M 4-piece bars with Amy grips, the Radical Rick Flight donuts, and then the Bullseye brake lever. Almost forgot to talk about the seat. I am someone who likes cushion in my seat, and so I picked up this Originate seat, and I really like it. It's very comfortable. It only comes in black, I think. It's not the most stylish, I guess, and it does look like it has a little bit of extra comfort, and it does. It's definitely a very comfortable seat. A lot of people go with like the Brooks style seat, something that's a little bit harder. I don't know. You know, as I'm older, my butt just needs something a little bit more padded, and so I really like how that originate seat works, and so I went with it. All in all, I'm really happy with the way that the bike turned out. It definitely gives kind of like that Superman or Spider-Man feel with the blue and red parts. I think Bernie and I did a pretty good job of putting all the pieces together, taking something from a frame and fork, and then getting all the parts together into a complete bike. All in all, I'm very happy with how the build went. This is one of the first bikes that I actually put together myself. A lot of times on our channel, Bernie does all the wrenching because he has the most experience, but this is one of the few bikes that I kind of did most of the work on. And if you're interested in seeing how that went, I'll have some links in the description down below as well as up in the corner that you can kind of check those out. But what do you think? How did the bike turn out? Would you have changed anything? Do you like the color combination that I went with? I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, there should be like white on there because Skyway is kind of like a red, white, and blue. I kind of wanted to stay away from white, but what do you think? What would you have done? Let me know in the comments. Hey, if you stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching. Consider liking and subscribing if this video was interesting to you. Maybe share it with someone who is also into old school BMX. And we'll see you in the next one. Hey, until then, take care of one another, be safe, and aloha.